When I was about 15, some other kids at school would tease me and say, "You're gay, man. You are so fucking gay." I didn't know if I was gay or not, and I wanted to find out, so I stole a big pickle from the delicatessen and walked home in the snow to do an experiment. When I got home, I went up to my room and I took out the pickle and I sucked on it for a few minutes. Before too long, I thought to myself, I'm not really into this at all. So I threw the pickle away and I haven't questioned my heterosexuality ever since. This morning I was trying to cut my own hair, and when I was done I didn't really know if I liked it, but I had to go to the bank, so I took a shower and I left the house. When I was in line at the bank, I saw myself on a security monitor and I decided my hair looked stupid, so I figured I should wear a hat for the next couple of weeks. A few minutes later, I was waiting for a bus and I was still thinking about my hair when this chick comes up to me and says, "I like your hair. I noticed it in the bank." I told her thank you, and I decided right then not to go to a real barber for the rest of my life. I have a theory as to why really good-looking people tend not to be very interesting. Whenever they go somewhere, everyone will want to talk to them because they're good-looking. For instance, this not as good-looking girl will want to be friends with the good-looking girl because she may think being friends with the good-looking girl will somehow make her better looking. And this not as good-looking guy will want to be friends with the good-looking girl because he wants to fuck her. So anyway, the good-looking person will say stuff that may not be interesting, but the not as good-looking person will pretend it's really interesting. So no matter what, the good-looking person will feel really interesting. It's just my theory, and you can take it or leave it, but I have a feeling that if a person is listened to, no matter what the hell they're talking about, they're a lot less likely to think about deep, soul-searching metaphysical shit. I try not to think about my ex-girlfriends too much, but when I do, I know that this is what Carol and her new boyfriend do, and this is what Lisa and her boyfriend do, and this is what Veronica and her boyfriend do, and this is what Emily and her boyfriend do, and this is what Mary and her boyfriend do, and this is what Cara and her boyfriend do, and this is what Vera and her boyfriend do, and this is what Ashley and her boyfriend do, and this is what Ariel and her boyfriend do, and this is what Lynn and her boyfriend do, and this is what Christine and her boyfriend do, and this is what Angie and her boyfriend do, and this is what Jeanette and her boyfriend do, and this is what Nikki and her boyfriend do.
Recently I was looking through my little black book and I realized I didn't have too many friends. So I went out and I got some Tommy Hilfiger cologne and I put it on, and now everybody likes me and I have tons of friends. And then I took a look at my physique and I noticed I was really skinny, and so I bought some Calvin Klein underwear, and now I'm buff and good looking and I get laid all the time. And I've always wanted to be more rugged, so I started smoking Marlboros, and I like to be original, so I got myself an iMac. And I could be more suave and debonair, so I started making martinis with Sky Vodka, and if I want to feel wacky and zany, I get a burger at Jack in the Box. And I've never had a very positive attitude about life, but my new Nikes keep me optimistic, and now I'm a real go-getter. Anyway, now my life is perfect, and I'm a much happier person.
Usually when I get up and get dressed in the morning, I don't really feel all that bad about myself, but if it's sometime during the day I come in contact with someone that's better dressed than me, or better looking than me, or more in shape than me, or more articulate than me, and people seem to like them better than me, I start getting self-conscious that my arms are really skinny and I might be getting a pot belly, and I still get zits, and my hair looks dumb, and I have circles under my eyes, and my skin looks pasty, and I dress badly, and I smell, and everyone thinks I'm stupid, and I'm all around a big fucking dork. By the same token, if I come across someone really overweight or goofy looking or talking in a phony British accent while reciting lines from Monty Python and the Holy Grail, I start feeling all cool and good looking and slick, and I start strutting around because I know everybody in the world wants to have sex with me. But then soon after that I start feeling guilty for ever feeling like I'm better than anybody else, and I must be really shallow and dumb and superficial, and I hope I didn't make that guy feel bad about himself, and I'm still all around a big fucking dork. I went to a party last night and I saw a girl, and even though I couldn't see them, I knew she had these and she had this and I had this, and I was thinking about this, but she was talking to somebody else, so I got drunk and I never talked to her. So I went home and masturbated, and I wondered if this really knew the difference between this, and then I went to sleep.
When I was about 14, there was a skater guy named Mike in my high school, and he was older than me and cooler than me, and all the girls liked him, so I got a pair of checkered sneakers like his, and I grew a braided hair thingy on the back of my head, and I said stuff that sounded like stuff he'd say, and for the next couple of years I was Mike. When I was done being Mike, I became aware of a metalhead guy named Ken who played guitar better than me, and everybody thought he was cool, so I got a white jacket like his and a shark tooth earring like his, and I'd fluff up my hair and say, dude, this amp is intense, dude, and until I got sick of metal, I was Ken. When I started art college, I was in a class with this guy named Dave who worked really hard and did lots of cool pottery, and everybody thought he was a genius, so I got army pants like his and listened to Bauhaus while making lots of coffee cups, and for a brief period I was Dave too. I don't really remember when I stopped regularly being other people, but I still wonder if when left to my own devices I've got bad taste in clothes or have a personality that can't win friends or influence people. I suppose I kind of like the thought of just being myself, but I'm still afraid I'm going to find out I'm a dick.